Hi, my name's Gavin, and me, nice to you. Welcome back to the Game Talk About YouTube channel. We talk about anything and everything. Today we're going to talk about Halloween 1978. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into the video. Starts off with 1963. 15 years before this movie taking place. And I loved pretty much everything about this. This is very dated, however, and very grainy, but that's what I love about it. Because this movie really personifies classic horror to me. It doesn't need any special, hey, let's do this, let's do that. No, we just needed Michael Myers to go on a spree and kill people. That's all we needed. And I love Michael. If he was in real life, then that would be a different story. But since this is a fictional character, Michael Myers is my favorite horror movie character, right alongside Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger. Kind of hard to say which one is better out of those three, but I have no doubt that Michael has to be up there. But yeah, we have a cool little POV shot behind the mask when the little kid Michael, when he's going to kill his sister. We have that cool little POV where when he puts a mask on, we see through his eyes the whole time, right? And then we see through the mask too. And that was a cool little touch on Michael Myers, on the introduction to the character, the introduction to the kid, and all that good stuff. And then I wrote down, I like horror villains that don't speak. Michael didn't speak at all. And that's one of the best things to do for a horror villain. I guess Michael escaped the prison he was at, and when he escaped, he took over a car that had Dr. Loomis in it, and he was a pretty good part of the whole movie. He was played by Donald Pleasence, and you know what? He did a great job. Even Jamie Lee Curtis, she did a great, fantastic job too. But yeah, the heavy breathing throughout the movie when we, so to know that Michael is near, we hear the theme. But if we're behind Michael, we hear the heavy breathing. And that's cool attention to detail. And of course, the theme, great and iconic theme music. It's a great song. I even have it on my phone. It's just greatly produced. This movie's just produced beautifully. The deaths are great. My favorite is the Bob one, when Bob is just stabbed and then he looks at his masterpiece. That was cool. But yeah, I love that we don't see his mask. As in, I love that we don't see him in his mask until way into the movie. And I also am happy that we don't see his face until later in the movie. That was a cool little touch, and I'm glad that we don't see the origin of his mask. It just happens. It's just naturally. And when Michael stole Judas's body, my God, that was kind of a little Satanist. But you know what? Since this is a Halloween movie, since Michael Myers is the main villain, I will always forgive that because he's supposed to be sadistic. He's supposed to be Satanist. That awkward sequence in the car with Laurie and her friend, with her friend's dad. Made me feel very awkward. But yeah, I loved pretty much everything about this movie. I love that the Thing got mentioned. John Carpenter's The Thing. That was a great little Easter egg that said that movie within a movie. So that was cool. The fear from Loomis feels natural. Because Loomis has this thing to where he knows. Because he explained that when he was a little kid, that when Michael was a little kid, he saw him and he was studying him and he was into his eyes and he saw emptiness. So that was a great little, hey, we're here, we're back, we're doing this. So that was great. That was a great little touch on that. Horror movies are very, I said horror movies are very horny. Because they always have sometimes sex scene. But yeah. And at the end, that little final girl fight between Michael and Laurie, that was fantastic. I loved it. This movie only downfall is that it was in the late 70s, early 80s. So it's very dated to this day. And it's very, grainy. But other than that, it's fine. I love this movie. And I think that just adds on to the charm of this movie. I also rated only 4 characters. The 4 characters that I think makes a impact of this movie. And I rated the characters Michael, Loomis, Laurie, and Judah. I know Judah's not in there for a few minutes, but she still makes sense. And then number 4, she is number 4, Judith Myers. Okay. I like Judith Myers because she really, her and her boyfriend, right? And Michael killed his sister. And that was a cool little twist because you don't see Michael, right? You don't see Michael after that. So that really jump-started the thing. Do I wish we got him a little more time? Yeah. But in later movies, I'm glad we didn't because then we get Rob Zombie's Halloween, and I'm not very excited to get to that, but at number 3 I have Laurie Strode. Okay. In my defense, Laurie Strode to me is too much of an adult. Jamie Lee Curtis, although she does a great job, she's not that. She's stubborn and she's not that teenage-like. So I couldn't ever buy her as a teenager. Scared for her life. I bought her an adult scare for her life, but that's all she was to me. At number 2, we have Michael Myers. A great thing to come out of this movie. He's a great horror icon, and he's a great character. Not a good character in the sense of, oh, he's great, he's a good guy, and all that. Nah, he's evil, and you want him in this movie as a villain. He's such a good villain. But yeah. At number 1, I have Loomis. Dr. Loomis. Okay. Dr. Loomis, to me, felt more natural, felt more compelling than Laurie did. Because Loomis was scared. I bought him being scared. I bought him being worried about this guy that he's been training for 15 years. And this guy, and he is 21, by the way. If we do the math, Loomis said that he was treating Michael since he was 6 years old, and this is 15 years later. So therefore, if my math is correct, he should be 21 years old in this movie. So, that was a cool little thing. And at the end, Michael just disappears. So that leads into the second movie, which, okay, here's the thing. I don't get why the franchise was supposed to be like multiple things, because if it was supposed to be multiple things, why would you have a sequel to this movie? To the Michael Myers thing. Why would you set that up? If you wanted it to be a one-off, why would you set it up? However, I do think that one-off was supposed to lead into the second movie flawlessly. But I don't think the third movie, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, I don't think that was supposed to be a Halloween movie in the Michael Myers universe. I think they were trying to do something new with franchises, and they were trying to exclude it from Michael Myers. But granted, they made 2 movies about him, so technically he was like graded into this universe, into this franchise. But I think that's it for me today. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button. I post every single day, so hit that notification bell. And as always, have a great day, guys. Bye.